Hi, and welcome to C News. I'm Melanie Tan.
And I'm Crystal Chong, and we will be your hosts for today.
Today, I'll be talking about Chempaka Voices in Concert.
And I will be talking about the special assembly which was held on the 3rd of March.
On the 28th of February, we Chempakans held our second Chempaka Voices in Concert. We had performances like Ice Kacang, Dubula, Oh Yeah, and Jellicle Cats. Also, we had a special performance by the Dithyrambic Singers.
On the 3rd of March, we had a really special assembly held in North Hall. It was attended by 4 very honourable guests. They were Mr. and Mrs. Turtle, Professor Dr. Rahima, and Dr. Bernard Ivaldi. There were many amazing performances by our students, and we had a really enjoyable time. After the assembly, I had the opportunity to interview Dr. Bernard Ivaldi. Here's how it went.
Hi, I'm Crystal Chong and welcome to Cempaka News. Today we are very lucky to have Dr. Bernard Ivaldi, the Secretary General of the International Schools Association, to be here with us. Good afternoon, Doctor.
So how do you find the shows?
I loved it. I was really interested by everything. I was particularly impressed by the first singer, the one who sang the jazz song, the first one. And I think that she's really of professional quality. And of course I like the chamber orchestra and everything else.
So our students are very interested to find out what's the main objective of your visit. So could you please share that with us?
Well, I came to visit your school because we are planning to have a youth leadership seminar in July, which will be hosted by your school. And it will be last week in June and the first week in July. And hopefully students from all the schools that belongs to the International Schools Association will be coming here to KL and spend about a week discussing several topics with students from Chewbacca as well.
I understand that there were 2 seminars held like the last 2 years, one in India, one in Costa Rica, right?
Yes, correct.
So how do you think, will there be any similarities?
Well, there is at least continuity because we choose topics that have to do with the United Nations Millennium Goals. And this year in KL, in Malaysia, we are going to address the issue of poverty. And address it from various points of view and dealing with health, education, sustainable development, and hopefully we'll also address some local issues. By local, I mean national and Southeast Asians issues.
And I heard that you were a specialist in the bilingual education, is it? And you have held so many seminars around the world.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So may I ask if a language has ever been obstacle for you?
Not really. In fact, I'm always very interested in learning new languages, or at least understanding them. And I would say one of the first things I did when I came to Malaysia was to at least try to understand how to pronounce names and try to understand where it came from in terms of origins. So I'm very much interested in languages. I think it's extremely important to be able to master one's own mother tongue and know at least 2 or 3 other foreign languages, including English.
This is just my own question. How many languages do you know?
Well, I can say that I'm proficient in about 4 or 5 different languages. My mother tongue is Italian, actually. Spoke French and English, I hope, well enough to be understood. And also I speak and understand Russian and Spanish.
Yeah, I think that's all. We are really looking forward to the seminar. Yeah.
Well, thank you for the interview. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And here we have the results for the annual Swimming Gala 2009.
That's all for today. I'm Crystal Chong.
And I'm Melanie Tan.
Make sure you catch next week's episode. See you.